Thank you for being here, and I'm grateful to stand up here with my colleagues. We've all joined together to denounce hate speech, political hate speech that has deadly consequences. A year ago, the world was outraged after they saw President Trump shot at the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, and we still mourn the life of Corey Compertor and pray for his family as well as the other victims that were shot. However, this is just another type of violence that goes on and on and on, whether it's state legislators in Minnesota, Governor Shapiro in Pennsylvania, or even me being one of the biggest targets of death threats in Congress, as well as my colleagues standing here with me. I'll receive them. This is a very serious situation, and it happens in many ways. It happens in the headlines. It happens in news clips. It happens in social media posts. It happens in campaign literature and emails. And it happens in rhetoric going across the aisle between Republicans and Democrats. There is no place for political violence. And the people that suffer the most are people like Corey Compertor and his family. It's also a major strain on our Capitol Police. And if you talk to Capitol Police, I encourage you, press, to talk to them. They are dealing with a massive amount of death threats for members of Congress, and they have limited resources. We would love to see their resources used here at the Capitol for visitors and safety for everyone. However, they are constantly having to investigate death threats that come for me and other members of Congress. Over the break, I spent time talking with the FBI about someone that delivered a syringe in my mailbox, and talked with them about other cases. And there's been multiple people convicted for pleading guilty to planning to kill me. But this goes across the aisle on both ways, and I think I'm really grateful to be standing here with my colleagues that are saying enough of this. And I'd also, I can't go without saying that God saved President Trump's life in Butler, Pennsylvania. God saved him, and he knows it, and he says it frequently all the time, and the American people know it. And we're very grateful for that. So with that, I'd like to introduce my colleague from Georgia, Representative Mike Collins.
Thank you, Congresswoman Green. And you know, it has been 1 year since they tried to kill our president. And I want to take just a quick moment to focus on what I call consequences and make two quick points. You know, the culture of lawlessness and violence, this didn't just start last year. Y'all, this started under the Obama administration when they decided to illegally investigate conservative groups, when they were out there demonizing Republicans who just simply wanted to follow the Constitution and make our country better. Then you fast forward to the Biden administration, who they put this on steroids and actually allowed the public to take part in this game. Example, Summer of Love, where rioters were out there burning police stations, assaulting officers, taking over our cities, where they were advocating to defund the men and women in blue who protect us. And they didn't just encourage it, y'all. They promoted it. Hey, they even paid for their bail. The other thing I want to make a point is, and I think Representative Green hit the nail on the head, we got a morality problem in this country. There's no value to the sanctity of life anymore. Socialist, woke politicians, they want to have people to look to the government for every answer they need. That's not what we don't look to the government. We're supposed to look towards God for our answers. What happened in Butler? That's an example of the consequences of this Democrat rhetoric. Well, you know what? I thank the good Lord for protecting President Trump. And I pray that we get back to the foundations of our country. With that, I like to call up Max Miller from the great state of Ohio.